And get started. For those of you that are just joining, my name is Tracie Davis. I am a business and success coach. And as I was saying earlier, speaking very loudly, I come on at 9 a.m. where we talk about mindset and things of that nature. And then I come on again at 9 p.m. Eastern where we talk about business and success tips. Every time I come on, my goal is to encourage, to inspire, and to push you into your destiny. One of my mission statements pertaining to my business is to make business easy, to make it simple, right? So that you can succeed. And so I've been doing this for a long time, coaching as a certified coach since 2010. I'm an 8-time author. I'm a course creator, product creator, wife, mom, lover of all things marketing. And I'm so excited to be here tonight. All right. So whenever you're watching, whether it's live or watching the replay, I do appreciate your time. And I promise you that when you hang out with me, you're going to feel better, be better, and have some information that can push you forward. Okay. Make sure you click that link in my bio. I actually have a workshop for those that are brand new in business and don't even know what business they should start, what niche or industry they should go into. I have a workshop and it's on special this week for only $47. Okay, so click that link in my bio to take advantage of that. That workshop is normally $97. So if you want to take advantage of that discount, go ahead, click the link in my bio, scroll down and check out the workshop. Okay, so it's going to be amazing. And I know you're going to get some value from it. Okay. And of course, for those that like to read, like to make sure you're taking care of your mindset, check out my book while you're there. Push Points with Tracie Davis, one of my best sellers. I told a great story about it this morning. So if you missed that, you missed a treat. So, hey, everybody, call me hip hop. What it do? Hey, Fifi. Hey, D Lovis. Hey, Keena. Hey, Angie. Hey, Mark. Hey, Shirley. All right, guys. Thanks so much for hopping on. You ready for some value? I've shared some great things both Monday, Tuesday, and today's our third insertion where we're talking about some business basics, right? One of the things that I do, I've actually been online. You're ordering yours tonight. Awesome. Very good. Well, one of the things that I do is I really like to take things that everybody tries to make it all mystery and, ooh, how do you do this? And you have to be a guru. I just like to take it and make it simple. Okay. So I've been online since 2007, right? And I have made a lot of mistakes. I have bought a lot of things, listen to people tell a lot of lies, make a lot of promises. And so I figured it out. And so I just like to come and share what I know, right? Share what I know, share what will work, and hopefully help you in whatever your business is, right? Whatever your business is, whether you've taken me as your one-on-one coach or not, I'm hoping that when you tune in that you get something to help you with your business. Okay. So tonight we are going to be talking about how do you get eyes on your offer? How do you get eyes? I say it like this. How do you get some eyeballs on your offer? I see somebody over there clowning on Facebook. I see you. Hey. Awesome. So we talked about content marketing last night, creating type of content. I gave you some pointers on that. So tonight, once you've created that content, how do I get eyes on it? How do I get people to see it? Right? That's a very important question. I talk to God about my business all the time. And one of the times I was talking to him, I was frustrated. And this may sound weird for you that don't talk to God like that, but that's how I talk to him, like he's a friend, right? And so he said, make sure you get new eyes on your offer, right? That's what he said. It's like he reminded me of what I already know as a marketer. We should always have new people seeing what we have to offer. So yes, you want regular people, the people that know you, but you always want some people that don't even know you, never heard of you, to become aware of you, okay? So I'm not going to reteach that lesson on awareness and all of that, but go back if you don't have a clue what I'm talking about, okay? So how do you do it? You get eyes on your offer two ways, organically and paid. Organically and paid. Organic is posting on social media, right? Those types of things, we call those free. And so you'll choose a particular platform and you're creating images, you're going live, all those kinds of things are organic. But organic is like rain. You don't know when it's coming. You don't know how long it's going to come, right? You don't know what direction and all those kinds of things. And that's how organic traffic can be. It could, Google or Instagram, they could change the algorithm. And what used to work doesn't work anymore, right? Those kind of things. It's like, I remember when all the crazy stuff was happening with the election, Instagram stopped letting us use hashtags. You put a hashtag and they wouldn't work. They had shut all of them down. So if a person was relying on organic traffic, that was kind of like, oh my gosh, what do I do? The rain has stopped. Okay. So that's one way. And of course, all of us should, if we're in business, we should be doing some things from an organic standpoint. That's just smart business. But you also want to do paid as well. Pay to get the eyes on your traffic. Okay. Now, a lot of times people will talk about, paying influencers, people that have a large following. You can pay them to put your offer in front of their following. That's one way. Or you can actually go directly to platforms, right? And I'll talk to you about some of those platforms tonight a little, which ones are the most popular, because there's all kinds of ways that you can advertise. Trust me, there are companies that's all they do is get eyes on your offers. But if you're doing it for yourself, right, you may not have the budget to hire somebody else. That's what I teach. I teach you how to do it yourself, right? So organic is like rain. We have to rely on algorithms. We have to rely on hacks and all that kind of thing, right? And I definitely say, hey, do some organic things, right? You do want to post, you do want to go live, all those kinds of things. But you also want to have eventually a goal of having paid traffic, okay? Now, if you do it right, I talked to you earlier this week about funnels. If you do it right, you can actually position it where even though you paid for the traffic, it liquidates. The offer liquidates, so it actually becomes free. Okay, so it's kind of like you have an offer, someone takes you up on that offer, and now they're in your, I would say in your kingdom now, right? They're you can work with them and you can actually make them loyal to you. You can nurture them, right? So eventually that traffic that you paid for will really be free. Okay, and so there's a method to do that as well. Okay, when you do it properly, you build loyalty, you optimize the lifetime value of the customer. Like I talked about last night, they don't just purchase once, they purchase several times because you show them how to go deeper, right? You offer congruent offers that connect to the next offer, etc. Okay, so the places, the most popular places that you can get for paid traffic would be Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Pinterest, LinkedIn, okay, and of course Google. Okay, now all of them have their different platforms, but the concepts are the same. You are paying them to say, hey, show my offer to these types of people. Okay, now what you want to do is this. You want to advertise where your customers are. Okay, so that's going to take some research. You have to know where is that ideal client hanging out so that you can put an offer in front of them. Okay, now a lot of times people skip and they just start advertising and they have not done their research. Okay, you have to do the research. We talked extensively last night about, making sure we know who it is that is our ideal client. That's very important. Please do your homework. I talked about that last night a lot. Do your homework so you won't waste money or time. Okay? Now, I'll give you a hint real quick. 80% of the traffic, online traffic, comes from Google and Facebook. Okay, so if you were going to learn two platforms, Google or Facebook, I was laughing. There was this what was it? It was a viral video. This lady's talking about the Google. But anyway, I'm saying Google. So 80% of traffic actually comes from Facebook and Google. A lot of times when you're like, where's my traffic? Chances are with 2 billion people on Facebook, your target is probably on Facebook or Instagram. Okay, Facebook actually owns Instagram for right now. Okay, now I want you to understand this. Google is search based. Okay, so when a person goes on Google, right, they are actually searching for something. I love that kind of traffic because they're looking for me, right? And so for an example, when I put my video on YouTube, Google, of course, owns YouTube. So people are searching for something. I want to show up. Okay, it's keyword based. Okay, and so if you know what types of keywords that your ideal client will be typing in, you can show up for that keyword. Now, of course, there's a bidding process and all of that, but just the overall concept. Okay, now Facebook is like a billboard. Okay, so if you're driving down the road and you see billboards, that's how it is on Facebook. You were scrolling and you just happen to see an ad. Okay, that's the concept with Facebook. Okay, now of course Facebook has some of the best targeting on the planet and you can target people. Okay, but I just kind of want to give you the overall that Google is search based. Okay, kind of like the yellow pages used to be. People get a yellow page and they're looking for something. Lord have mercy, I paid for ads in there. Okay, and very, very expensive. Okay, and then Facebook is like a billboard. Then you have YouTube, and YouTube is like television. So if you're watching television like ABC or NBC or whatever, they'll have commercials. right? And so that's how YouTube is. So you can be watching your favorite video and then a commercial pops up. Okay, so you understand how those platforms work. It's kind of like interruption marketing. Some people hate it and immediately they skip it as soon as they get a chance. But, if someone is using YouTube, they're saying, hey, I want you to be aware of me. Hey, I have an offer just in case, And what I love about YouTube marketing is you can actually target channels, right? Of course, it's keyword based. But again, if somebody's watching a particular channel, then they have an interest in a particular industry, you can pop up there. It gets really, really fun. Okay, I love this stuff. All right. Now, we talked extensively about the customer journey. Don't ever forget about the customer journey. Don't ever forget about these, even though we talk about organic and paid and all of that, everything always goes back to the customer journey. Where are they? Do they know you, like you, and trust you? Right? Have they gone through remember we talked about it last night, tofu, mofu, and bofu, right? The top of the funnel, middle of the funnel, and bottom of the funnel. Have they gone through, where are they in that journey? That's going to determine how you get those eyes in front of them. Okay? Now, we know about the customer journey, but tonight I want to talk about customer temperature. Okay? Because the same way we talk about top of the funnel, middle of the funnel, and bottom of the funnel, we actually look at customers from the standpoint of a temperature. Are they cold? Are they warm? Or are they hot? Okay, I hope you guys are following me. And for those of you that are just joining me, my name is Tracie Davis. I'm a business and success coach, and I come to you every Monday through Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern. I share business and success tips. And tonight we're talking about getting eyes on your offer. Okay, so I hope you're taking some copious notes, and I hope you're using that little airplane shaped thing and share this or tag somebody so they can get this information. Okay, we want to make sure that we have successful businesses this year. This is the year I believe that God is going to reward us, but guess what? We have to know what we're doing. We're not just going to throw spaghetti against the wall and hope something sticks. We're going to have strategy. There's going to be a method to our madness, right? All right, I want to help you get to 6, 7 figures, okay? I would love for all of us to get to 8 figures. I can show you how to get from 6 to 7, and once I learn 8, because I hadn't hit 8, then I'll help you do that, okay? I got to be honest with you. All right, so the temperature of traffic, cold, okay? The goal of cold traffic, that's people that don't know you. It's like, who is this person? Who's this person that comes on clapping? She keeps popping up on my timeline, right? That's cold traffic, right? And so you can pay to be put in front of people that don't know you. The goal of that traffic is called indoctrination. You're going to indoctrinate them. You're going to let them know I exist, okay? I exist, just in case you didn't know the girl was here. She's here. All right. That's what the goal is with cold traffic. Now, once somebody knows you, they've seen you, they may have gone to a live, they may have seen your ad in their timeline, right? You may have interrupted them while they were watching their YouTube video. Then they're going to be considered warm traffic. Okay. They're warm. That means they know you and they're kind of, I wouldn't say they like you yet, but they know you and they're getting to like you. Okay, they're in that journey of, do I like her? Do I like him? Right? Let me keep watching. Let me tap into what it is that they have. So along those, remember we talked about the funnel, you may have a lead magnet, something free for them to check you out, take them off of that platform, get them onto your email list, right? So that, they can get to know you and you can start to nurture the relationship. Okay, this is marketing 101. Some of you already know this, but for some of you, this is new information. And I'm telling you right now, the frustration will leave when you understand what is happening. Okay, so we have cold traffic. The goal is to indoctrinate. And then when you have warm, the goal is to acquire them, right? Acquire them to bring them to your email list, to bring them into your ecosystem. Okay, so you'll do that by saying, hey, here's a coupon code. Hey, here's a checklist. Hey, I have a free webinar, right? You're acquiring them. You're bringing them into your zone, into your ecosystem. That's the warm traffic. And then the next type of traffic is hot. Hot means, guess what? They're ready to be monetized. They're actually going to make you're going to make some money. That's the goal. Okay. Hot, right? When they're hot, they're ready to buy. Okay. So you see how all of that ties to that customer journey? They started out not knowing you, right? And then they started to know you, then to like you, and then to trust you enough to buy. If you understand that when you're running an ad, you won't say, okay, I'm going to use this influencer and I'm going to say, buy this, buy this. Why would they buy it if they don't know you? right? So your goal when you buy an ad from an influencer, and this is just an example, is to get them to say, hey, I didn't know you existed. Your goal is to make them aware of you. Okay, so remember last night we talked about if we go to a party, we don't just start telling everything. We just say, hey, how are you? We have that handshake or whatever. We're just getting to know. That's what your traffic should be doing. Okay, now depending upon what the goal is, that's the kind of ad you would run. Okay, so if I already know you, meaning you've already been to my website, you've already been to one of my webinars, then I can speak to you differently as if you didn't know me. Now, if you've already bought from me, then you're hot. You already know me, like me, and trust me. So guess what? I can put a different type of ad in front of you because it's like I'm going to say, hey, it's your girl. Remember you bought my book, Push Points? Oh, yeah. Well, guess what? We're having a conference coming to your area. Well, we don't have to go through the awareness. You already know who I am. You already know, oh, yeah, she's cool. I love her books. Wow, she's having a conference? So it's a different type of ad. As opposed to someone that doesn't know me, I would come on, hi, my name is Tracie Davis. I'm a business and success coach. And guess what? I'm an author and I have a book and I'd like to give you a free chapter. You understand the difference? Okay. I hope that you guys are being blessed by this. This information changed my life. Once I understood how it worked, it changed my life. I stopped, wondering why was certain things not working. A lot of times you'll see people succeeding, but they don't tell you what they're really, really doing. They'll just say, go run an ad, girl. I'm telling you, that's how you get people. That's how you get people on your website. But it's not just an ad. You got to have a specific type of ad because if the traffic is cold, you speak to them differently as opposed to the traffic that is hot. Okay? Hope that makes sense. Thank you so much for the waves, for the hearts. Thank you for sharing. I really do appreciate it. Okay? Now, once you are doing all of that, you want to make sure that your messaging, and we'll talk probably more detail about that tomorrow, but make sure that your message matches the temperature. Okay, that's basically what I was saying. Speak to them according to where they are on that temperature scale. Are they cold? Are they warm? Are they hot? Okay, hope that makes sense. All right, and this is a lot of information for 9 o'clock at night, but hey, if you're hungry, I'm here feeding you, okay? All right, now the last thing, let's see what I have here. If you're doing an ad, you need these 5 things. Okay, I'm going to give you this and I'm going to let you go. Okay, hopefully as I give you this information, you guys go and look back over your notes. You're like, wow, that's why it makes sense. Wow, that's why when I bought that ad, it didn't work. I was doing the wrong thing. Hopefully now you'll say, okay, I need to check the temperature. I need to see where they are on the journey. Okay, so these are the 5 things that you need whenever you're doing an ad campaign. You need to have an offer. Okay, you need to make sure it's an offer that people want. Okay, don't just have something out there you don't even know if people want it. Again, we go back to research. What is a problem that people have that you can solve? Okay, and it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter if you're into skincare. Doesn't matter if you sell weave. Doesn't matter if you sell weight loss tea. Doesn't matter if you sell insurance. Right? It doesn't matter. Everybody is on some type of a journey before they actually buy from you. Okay. All right. So what is your offer? Make sure that you have the perfect offer. I love it when I teach this to my students, man, they just love it because we actually go deep into the research part so that we can have the perfect offer for the perfect audience. Okay. Once you have your offer, the next thing you want to work on is your copy. Okay. Copy means the words that you use to draw people in. Okay. That means that's your script. There's certain words that you can use that your audience can relate to, okay? Like, for an example, people that follow Nene Leakes, for an example. Nene always says, like, bloop and things like that, right? So if there was an ad or something that said bloop, she knows how to speak to her people, right? She's going to use the right copy. Okay, so I speak a particular way to my clients. They know how I am, right? And so I would speak that way in my copy. You have to be the same way. If there's certain lingo, right? I think people say lit a lot or whatever. You would put that in your copy because they can relate to it if that's who your ideal client is. If your ideal client is very educated and they don't want any split verbs and they don't want any of this slang, then you have to speak the way they want you to speak if that's who you're drawing. Hope this makes sense. Okay? So you have your offer, you have the copy, and then you have your creative. Your creative means what are you putting in your ad? Is it an image? Is it a video, or are you going to have a carousel where you have several images or several videos, okay? And those work for different types of things. So say for an example, you're trying to indoctrinate. You want people to get to really, really know you. You may want to have a carousel of testimonials, right? One testimony after another testimony after another testimony so they can really say, oh, okay, good. Oh, wow. She's in HR just like me, right? Makes sense. All right. So you have your offer, you have your copy. You got to have your creative, so you really want to pay attention to things like that. A lot of times when we're running ads, we'll look at, okay, what color, should my website be? What color blouse should I wear when I'm doing the video, right? Is if I want to appear professional, right? I want to make sure I'm neat, those kinds of things. So you want to look at all that. What's in the creative? Is the image clear? Did you use the right filters, right? Does it look like you used a good camera? All those kinds of things go into making sure you plan for a good ad, okay? Pay attention to what you click on. Do you scroll past things that look like what? Or do you say, wow? You know what I mean? You want somebody to stop the scroll. That's what I say. I want my ad to make somebody stop the scroll and check it. When I do my ad, it stops the scroll because I can look at the numbers and tell, okay? Now, when I have a great image or a great video and they stop the scroll, I have to make sure, just like you do, that the copy, all right, the message that I'm giving them is something that is going to meet a need. So all of this, and of course, this is details, but I show you how to do all of that, okay? After that, you want to make sure, this is really key here, that you maintain congruency. I used to make this mistake. So for an example, I am the hair chameleon, right? I'll change my hair in a minute. So I would have an ad with my hair blonde, and then you get on my website and it was probably orange, and I didn't understand because that's just me. I like to change my hair. It's fun, right? But if I didn't understand ad scent or congruency. People don't know you. And so if they come on, they see an ad and you look one way, and then they come to your website and you look another way, well, that says, wait a second, should I trust this person? Who is this person? That kind of, I'm like, God, they see my face. I mean, it's just my hair. But you can't think like that. You got to think like a person that doesn't know you, especially if it's cold traffic. Now, the people that are warm, they're like, oh, okay, that's Coach Tracie changing her hair again, right? They don't care. They already know. But a new person, I have to make sure that there is congruency. I hope this makes sense, guys. I usually teach this live so we can kind of, go back and forth. But yeah, I hope this is good, right? So if they don't know me, I better make sure the ad, I have this hair. And then I get on my website, I have this hair, right? And when I teach the class, right? So it's like, okay, it's the same person, it's the same message, it's the same offer. The ad sent has remained the same, okay? And then lastly, you're going to need targeting. That's all you need in an ad campaign. Targeting meaning I'm going to be specific as to who I want to see this. Like for an example, I put my ad in front of women. I know the age range. I know what they like. I know where they shop, right? I know what types of books they read. I know if they like music. I know if they're a Christian or not. All those kinds of things because I've done the research. So I can put my ad, Fifi laughing, I hear you, girl. But anyway, I put it in front of the right people. That's targeting, okay? A lot of times people mess up because they just put it out there in front of everybody, but everybody doesn't want what you have, right? Everybody is not going to relate to you. Some people, just because I'm a woman, they wouldn't buy it. Or just because I'm a black woman, they wouldn't buy it, right? So I have to make sure that I'm focused on my ideal client that can receive from me, and then I'll put it in front of those eyes so they can see my offer, okay? So you want to get the right message in front of the right people while they're at the right temperature. Okay, so I know that was a lot of information. I'll leave this up for probably about 24 to 48 hours to make sure you guys can get that information and go over it again. But that's really all you need, right? That is all you need to get the eyes on your offer. Okay, organic traffic, okay, learning how to post in groups, those types of things, whether it's on Twitter or LinkedIn, going on Pinterest, right? You're doing some organic things to grow your business. But then you also, to speed up the game, you want to get to the part where you're actually paying for traffic. Now, of course, we have some rules. You don't just start out the gate with doing ads if you don't have a proven concept, because that's a great way to waste money, right? We like to do things organically to prove that there is a need for it, okay? But once we know that there's a need, we know that people are saying, hey, wow, that's pretty good, then we can start putting paid eyes on our offer, okay? So awesome. Let's look at some of the comments here. I'm trusting that I shared some great information with you. Never considered that you can change your hair once a month. I mean, I'm moody like that. I love being a girl. I'm very, very girly. And if I see something curly, it's big. That's me. So I get it, Fifi. All right. You are very welcome, Bassie. I'm sure I'm messing that up, but you are very welcome. Let's see. Ordering mine tonight. So you're getting your book tonight, Fifi. Thank you very, very much. So I'm glad that everybody's still hanging out. Hey, Facebook, let me know, guys, if you have any other questions. But that's all I wanted to share. Tomorrow we'll probably talk a little bit more about messaging. I'll see what the DMs are pertaining to what you guys need. But hey, I'm setting you up for success, and I hope you're going to take me up on it. Make sure you visit the link in my bio, pick up my book, pick up the workshop so I can actually help you go deeper. And if you need one-on-one coaching, I do have a few slots available where we can talk about your business specifically, okay? And I can say, hey, this is what you need to do. Your Instagram bio needs to be changed. This is how you do on your website. We can go deeper, okay? With that being said, guys, I'm getting ready to go get a shower and head to the bed. Okay, how about that? I don't know why this thing is low, but I hope you were blessed, okay? Have a wonderful, wonderful night, and I'll see you guys in the morning. You know how we do mindset in the mornings, 9 a.m. If that's what you're into, I'm into it too. And tomorrow night, of course, I'll be right back here at 9 p.m. sharing more business and success tips with you. This has been Coach Tracie Davis. Thanks for hanging out. Have a good night, and God bless. Bye. This was fun. I hope y'all had fun. Good night.